I died. I think I had a mini stroke on that last lap. I'm in touch with his team, like his stylist, Eric.
Oh wow!
And need to dress like this more. I mentioned this to Louis as well when I met him. I told him that this is going to be like your biggest fashion moment of your entire existence.
I realized that he's not like had a bad fashion day. He's like Pooh from Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. Lewis Hamilton will never go out of style.
There's literally no style, no color, no type of outfit that he hasn't worn. Like he's worn everything.
Hi guys, welcome to Anmol Says Halo. Today on the pod, I have this very exciting and interesting guest with us. I will not do the dishonor of introducing her. She'll introduce herself.
Hi, Anmol. Like, thank you so much, firstly, for inviting me. And I know, like, this was long overdue, and I'm so excited. Like, I've been really looking forward to this. So, I am Rashi. I am a huge Lewis Hamilton fan, and of course, I am an F1 fan as well. Like, a lot of people know me by my social media presence, which is Amazing Lou. This is a page basically which is dedicated to Lewis, and now it's more about, like, of course, his fashion, his outfits, and everything that he wears. Every time he steps out in public, I've taken upon myself to let everyone know what he's wearing. So my page has been existing since 2013, but I like since Lewis started becoming big in fashion, that was like starting 2018. So that's when I started, breaking down his outfits and covering more of his fashion. And then I realized like there is actually like a huge community of people who are interested in, sort of knowing more about fashion. So I sort of continue doing that. And now it's like such a huge thing. Like you can see how impactful Lewis's presence in fashion has been, like in and out of F1. Yeah, it's been a long journey for me maintaining that page. But yeah, I think I'm just really happy that it has become what it has now.
I believe what you are doing is insane, and the kind of research. It's not just me who feels that. I think Lewis Hamilton had the same question talking about this, and he's like, it's a girl who runs that page. I don't know how she finds out everything I'm wearing. We've obviously established that you're a very big Lewis Hamilton fan, and I also did not need to do that considering the page you run. But okay, so I started watching the sport in 2022, and that is right after Abu Dhabi 21. And I did not watch the race. I had not followed the season. I hardly knew who Lewis Hamilton was. But when I got to know him, I got to know the sport, I learned about the sport every time till date. Whenever I watch clips, playbacks, or see Max Verstappen fans talk about Abu Dhabi 21, it still hurts me so bad. So, considering you were a fan, I think for 9 years, 8, 9 years by that time, how did it feel?
I think I died. I think I had a mini stroke on that last lap. Like, firstly, I didn't even understand what happened, and then when I saw, I mean, what broke me was Lewis's reaction. But that reaction that he had right after the race, like he was just sitting in his car, and then when he came out
I
and
got
everything,
goosebumps.
yeah, exactly. Like by that time, I did not. It did not even occur to me like what happened.
Lewis Hamilton followed you back on Twitter.
Yeah. On Twitter, he did on Instagram as well for a while, but then like there was this time
Oh
when he
yes,
unfollowed
yeah,
everyone.
everybody.
So yeah, so
Oh
that's
no, how sad.
and then I went to Bahrain this year.
This is where you met Lewis, right?
This is where
Again.
the funny thing is I actually met Louis in Malaysia as well in 2017.
I saw the picture, yeah.
So I met him then, but of course, like I was a regular fan page back then, so like he did not really recognize me as this person who's posting fashion and stuff because I was like just another fan page back then, same name, but yeah, he didn't really remember the name. But yeah, now is where I met him, and he actually remembered the page name and stuff. So
How cool is that,
in
yeah?
general, I am a fashion enthusiast. I have been, very intrigued about like fashion in general, like about celebrities, what they're wearing. Like some of my favorite artists are Rihanna, Beyonce. So Rihanna actually had this similar, fan page that broke down her outfits. Like it's called House of Rihanna. So I was like, a big fan of that page. So when Louis also, started speaking about fashion, and you'll see like he was literally the only person in the paddock wearing these Cuban link chains. He had these really cool sneakers with his like Mercedes t-shirt and stuff. And people judged him for that as well. Outright being racist, they're like, he's dressing like a rapper. Like, what do you mean he's dressing like a rapper?
He still gets that.
So it was so weird, like the kind of reaction everyone had. Like I'm like, he's just being showing off his jewelry, man, like big deal. And then he started attending all these fashion shows and
Yeah.
stuff. Like he was like one after the other, he was attending a lot of big shows. So that's when he also personally started highlighting this aspect of his life a lot, like on social media, and he started speaking about it in interviews and stuff. So that's when I was also inspired. I was like, then maybe I should start, taking down his outfits, like what he's wearing, because I wanted to know what he's wearing, like
Yeah.
where his jewelry is from. Like a lot of his things were custom made.
Yeah.
So I started seeing and searching on Instagram itself that what is the jewelry designer that he's wearing and stuff. So that's how it began. And when he started growing in fashion, that's when I also started following it more and more. So, and in 2018, like he came up with his first fashion collection with Tommy Hilfiger. So that was a huge thing. Like even in Formula One, like no other racer had such a big collaboration. Yeah, I mean that's when I decided that I want to be like this page exclusively who posts everything that he does in fashion. I didn't think that F1 fans can actually be so interested in knowing what he's wearing. So because like I used to get a lot of comments like, why are you highlighting his fashion and stuff like that. I'm like, I am doing it for my own nothing.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to follow, don't follow. Like, just unfollow me. As soon as he steps out, people just like spam my DMs everywhere. They're like, oh my god, like you need to post what he's wearing, what he's wearing. I'm like, oh my god, give me some time. Like I haven't seen the photos myself, and you'll see there are so many more fashion collaborations as well, right? Like with other drivers, other teams.
Yeah, like how Zoe has now like embraced all of it, and he's a very big
Exactly.
Lewis Hamilton fan also. More of these fashion brands also trying to tap into these drivers, like probably Sainz or Leclerc, because they
Yes.
also feel that it's a huge untapped market. But tell me three drivers who you think have a great fashion sense apart from Lewis, obviously.
The first one would be Yuki. I think is a recent one because of his previous affiliation with Alpha Tauri. So he couldn't he wasn't really wearing anything except that boring brand. It looked like those hospital overalls that he used
Oh,
to
I
wear.
swear.
Now I think he's been doing Hugo Boss and like some of his own. He's come up with his own clothing brand as well, which I thought was so cool. Yuki right now is my current favorite because I love seeing him in like these really cool outfits because I feel like he has such a great sense of style which he hasn't been able to show off to its full potential yet. And Joe, of course, like he also one thing about Joe that I really love is that he mentioned that he styles himself. Like that requires a lot of courage to actually come up with those outfits by yourself. So and Pierre, of course, like Pierre has been doing like a lot of fashion shows. And he's been and the fact that all three of them have been open about the fact that they have been inspired by Lewis is great. Like pretty sure whatever their teams have Lewis on their mood board, like following what Lewis has done.
Talking about Yuki, I remembered this picture of Yuki in the Red Bull shirt, okay?
Oh yeah.
And he had styled that also so
Yeah.
well. He had like buttons
so
open,
cool.
like with a lot of chains and all. And I was like, what?
I love him. Exactly. I was of course I didn't know how to feel that the fact that he's going to Red Bull, but I feel like he's got such a nice energy to that stupid boring
Yeah,
team.
lot of big fashion houses and brands and magazines, they
Yeah.
interview you regarding Lewis Hamilton's fashion. So one, I feel you become like the Bible and the holy
yeah.
grail of Lewis Hamilton's fashion. And secondly, how do you feel about it? Like such big outlets coming to you and asking about such a huge icon's fashion.
2021 was the time when Lewis dedicatedly started wearing these outfits like every day over the race weekend. So I think that is what had the impact. Like people were like, "Oh my god!" Like, and I think Lewis had also mentioned that it was sort of inspired by the tunnel walks that the basketball players do. Like because that was the original concept. Like that has been happening since quite a lot of years, but nobody did that in F1. Back then, literally, it was just my page and me who was posting fashion and of course Drive to Survive. Honestly, like I haven't watched even a single episode of Drive
Really?
to Survive till date. I just feel like after watching all of these clips on social media, I feel like it's a lot of drama. All of this, I think, one after the other has led to this happening. And this was actually something I used to just dream about. Like, imagine somebody from these fashion magazines like writing about my page. You see all his interviews, right? Like outside F1, when he's speaking about fashion, you'll see like he's so passionate about it, right? Like how free he is in just expressing himself. Like he doesn't limit. Even if an outfit is not looking good, it's not looking good, fine. Like, but he rocked it. He went out with confidence, and he's like, I don't give a damn about what anyone has to think. It's like the thing I love the most about it, and I love speaking about it. You won't see a lot of personalities that are as big as him expressing themselves
Yeah,
like this.
that is true.
Like
That
they
is
are
true.
so conscious about what they want to wear, how they want to come across. But Louis is like he literally doesn't care.
I think
Like, he-
a lot of big personalities also lose themselves to their
exactly,
stylists because
exactly,
they just surrender. Ki, okay, whatever you're
exactly.
giving me, I'll wear.
I'll wear
But Louis
exactly.
like has a reason for everything.
Yes.
The last time he attended Met Gala, he wore this black
Yeah.
outfit and he
Yes.
had a poem called The
Yes.
Gardener
Yes.
printed and stitched.
Everything is intentional.
Yeah, he wears so many outfits.
Yeah.
How do you find out what he's wearing down to the last detail?
The first thing is, of course, like I mentioned, right? Like I'm a fashion enthusiast myself, so I like keep a tab on what kind of collections all these designers are coming up with. So I just like my go-to is the Vogue app. I mean, shortlist a few designers that I think he might be wearing.
Okay.
So from that, like I filter it out, and if I find something, then well and good. If I don't, then of course, like I'll go and search for more designers,
Yeah.
right? So either it could be custom or it could be something from the newer collection. So that is my first approach. The second approach is I'm in touch with his team, like his stylist, Eric.
Oh wow! Wow, that is so cool.
So
I think I've just
Eric,
fainted. Wow.
Eric actually helps me a lot. Like a lot of the times, Louis is wearing like custom stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
the Met Gala outfit with the custom stuff. Or if I'm not able to find something, then of course, like I message him and he lets me know. Like he's so nice. So that is like my savior. That
I
is
think
one
I've just
savior
had a
that I
mini
have.
heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, I'm genuinely so grateful, like so grateful that he helps me. Like even I don't believe it sometimes, but yeah, he's really nice. Again, like when I met him, right, on the first day of Bahrain weekend on Thursday, he was wearing these black pants. Like I was losing my mind because black pants look same everywhere. So when I met him, I asked him like, listen, somebody asked me what pants you're wearing, so I'm like, you need to tell me. So he's so nice. He told me that he's wearing your pants.
That brings me to the point where I'll ask you to pick 5 all-time favorite Lewis Hamilton outfits that you have.
Ferrari one, like oh my
It
god,
broke the
like
internet.
I died. Like I'm like holy shit. Was Martin Luther King, or I think that was the inspiration behind his outfit. That outfit, I feel like he couldn't have worn anything better. Like that black coat and the tie, and he never usually wears ties. And I was like, oh my god. So the second one.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my
So the
god.
second one is this one, which I think was Imola. This was Rick Owens' outfit, and I think this is probably one of his favorite ones as well, which he mentioned in one of the interviews last year. The next one, of course, like a lot of the ones that I'm mentioning are from last year because feel like last year he had some of these great moments. So this one, I think this was.
Oh, I loved it. I
Chest was
loved it.
this was Imola. Oh my god! Like, see, he was like going all out in Imola. This was Burberry. Like, look at the way he accessorized it. Like, he was wearing a Dior necklace from like his own collection, and the sunglasses. Like, look at it. Like
Same.
that was styled so well. This outfit, like this
Oh.
one, the sequin jumpsuit that he wore.
Yeah.
This was again Rick Owens, and I'm like, holy shit! Like,
This
nobody.
is insane. This is
Like,
like beyond a fashion
nobody
show.
would ever dare to wear
Yeah.
this. In that Miami heat, like I knew like people were dying of heat there, and he like comes up in a full sequin jumpsuit.
He does this so much. Like I think he was vacationing somewhere where he wore this maroon sweater. To
I always say that he plans all these outfits according to the weather, but like come on, dude.
Stylist is like, excuse me, the weather's not appropriate, and he'll be like, कौन है सुबह जो पू को disturb कर रहा है?
I'm so sure. Like I feel like Eric must be, or whoever like his stylist generally is, from even the older times. So they must be telling him like, listen, Louis, you need to wear this and all, and Louis will be like, no, I don't care if it's 40 degrees. I'm gonna wear this V-neck sweater. This was like the Wales Wonder show, I think in 2023. And I feel like this again was so well styled. This is, I feel like, if I have to pick one look, this always like tops that list for me.
Oh, Valentino photo shoot Louis did, and I
The
think this
pink one,
acid pink,
one.
hot pink.
Yeah.
And when that came out, or probably when I looked at those pictures, I think I died. I was like, oh god, what?
Yeah,
This
I
can
know.
happen?
Perfect. And when I saw like even Zendaya was there and the entire thing, I was like, holy shit, like he was made for this.
He cannot look bad.
Yeah, he cannot. Like you see, he's worn every color, and you
Yeah.
cannot convince me that he's looking bad in any color. Like he
Yeah.
literally just looks good in anything he wears
Yeah.
at this point.
Like while having this conversation, I realized that he's not like had a bad fashion day.
He has not. He has not.
Yeah.
And even if his outfit is like, not looking great, like it's never his worst.
At the same time, he's still looking better than everybody else. So
Because I feel like he just does this overall package, like his sunglasses, his boots, his accessories, his hair, like
yeah.
everything is so well put together.
I personally loved what he wore to the Met. I think when he booked the entire table and took new black
Yes.
budding designers,
I was, I think, 2021. Yeah.
that white lace thing, that
Yes.
it was amazing. But you've been following his style for such a long time, and he's like had different hairstyles, different hair colors, different sense of styling himself. He's becoming more and more expressive by the day. How do you think his style has evolved ever since you started tracking it?
So I think initially he was more about like streetwear. So he wore these cool sneakers. It wasn't a lot of high fashion. Even that normal streetwear like jeans and oversized t-shirts got a lot of people hating on him. Like after that, like once he started attending a lot of these fashion shows, and I feel like he himself sort of became a little more open. 2019, 2020 onwards, where he started wearing these little quirky outfits, like with these very different patterns, not just like normal ripped jeans or skinny jeans. Like this was one big shift that he made. Like moving from skinny jeans to like baggy jeans. Like in 2021, he was wearing so much high fashion, like specifically in the F1 paddock. You wouldn't even imagine somebody wearing something high fashion, the latest Valentino, the latest Versace. I feel like in general, just like he's become very open-minded in how he thinks, how he wants to present himself. And he's just stopped giving a damn about what anyone thinks about him. That has been his evolution. Like it is very heavily connected to how he is thinking.
Also, initially he expressed that he did not have that kind of confidence to even fight the people who were being extremely racist to him,
Exactly.
let alone express himself in terms of fashion. I think it took him 7.5 championships to finally get there, be himself. And he's been inspiring so many people, not just on the track, off the track also. Like there are so many people, especially in a country like India, very huge community who wants to like really be out there and dress just for themselves, and like in a very loud gaudy manner, which I also do a lot of times. And I think somebody like him, who's such a global icon and also a sports icon, is such an inspiration to people like them.
That's what I mentioned, right? Like me personally, I bought like these green shoes, okay, and from Nike, like they weren't cheap at all, and I had to make this huge decision that shall I buy it? Like, will green look so loud? I said if Louis can rock it, I just like imagine that in my head. Like, would Louis wear it? I said, oh, 100% he would wear this.
That is exactly the question
Yeah,
everybody
like,
should ask themselves.
Exactly. Like I think I mentioned this to Louis as well when I met him. I told him that this is going to be like your biggest fashion moment of your entire existence. So he said he agreed to it, and I think he acknowledged that in Vogue, in that Vogue article as well that came out, where like he said that of course like it's a huge deal. Also because it's more to do with the theme, like highlighting black dandyism, how the tailoring took place like within the black community and all of that. I think that subject itself is very personal to him. So I think that all the more increases the meaning fullness of this entire thing for him. In general, like I think we should just celebrate, that moment for him, because I feel like it's going to be huge. Like it's literally going to be his biggest, one of his biggest highlights of his entire career, because it's not easy, right? Like we see so many celebrities who've been struggling their asses off since so many years. They are also not able to reach this platform.
So with that, we come to the end of this episode. I have not had such a great time ever shooting for Anmol Says Hello. It was so great talking to you. Thank you for agreeing to talk to
I
me.
love that. I'm so happy that we did this.